SPYT is absolutely revolutionary in what it's doing and why it has a possibility that you don't even have to pull the dividends. Like, you don't even have to put the dividends back in. You can pull them and live off them. This is really exciting. This is Mike, the Tactical Stock Scalper. All right. Well, we're going to talk about the holdings of SPYT and why this has a potential. You know, it's only been out a couple weeks or whatever, but right now it has a potential that you can live off the dividends and don't even have to reinvest them. That's amazing. So what it does is it sells calls and buys calls on SPX, right? So they're going to generate some premium and a lot of premium through that. However, the beautiful part is that they don't have synthetics. They actually own SPY, which is the ETF of the S&P 500. That is great. Max Convexity was talking about this in our Discord server, and I got my notes here just so I don't mess up. 2/3 of the upside is uncapped. Guys, that's really amazing. 2/3 is uncapped. That means you can get actual share price appreciation as the market goes up and make 20% 20% dividends. Yeah, it's great. Now, what I've noticed so far in tracking, let's just say Tuesday, for instance, okay? JEPY and SPYT. This is kind of what I've been comparing it to because they both track the S&P 500. Okay, so for Tuesday, SPYT went up 0.22. JEPY went up 0.08. That's wonderful. That's great. Plus the 20% dividend that you could pull and live off of. Yeah, that's great. Now, on the downside, what I've noticed so far in tracking them, and here's, I think this was Monday, SPYT was down 0.04, and JEPY was flat at 0.00 at the close. So, even though it has a little more downside than JEPY, the upside, as you see in these figures, is much more. And those were just little movements. Can you imagine, when a market really goes up for a prolonged period, and if we get really big moves in the market, 2/3 of that you're capturing. That's incredible. And now something like this, that you could actually pull the dividends, not reinvest them at 20% is incredible, because in the past, okay, and I know people are going to be like, 20% dividend, that's not very much. Well, once you consider that you have to reinvest a certain portion of dividends in other funds to keep the NAV stable in your account, it's a big deal. But this has really been reserved until now, recently, of funds that have been like 8% and under. You've been able to do that, right? To pull the dividends, live off of them, and don't worry about the share price, right? 20% is just a game changer. Now, I'm really excited. I started a position today, but we still need more data. But right now, it's looking really good. I have a couple other things I want to talk about here, but if you want to join a Discord server that's calm, cool, collected, that's positive and encouraging, yeah, we got one. I'll leave a link in the description for you. Okay, so with the upside potential being there, and having and you can pull the dividends to live off of. Now, when it does dip, this gives you more incentive to buy more, whether you come out of pocket or you do reinvest the dividends if you choose, right? This gives you a really good strong feeling that buying the dip with this is going to be really beneficial in the long term, because as we all know, over time the markets go up. I know you can have bad week, month, heck, you have a bad year, bad 2 years, whatever. But over time, the markets always recover and always go up through time. All right. So this is a great buy the dip opportunity type of fund. Now I know there's some funds out there you're scared to buy the dip on because they just keep dipping like Tesla, right? That bad boy just keeps going down because of Tesla. But with this one, it's a market fund. I mean, they're holding SPY. They're literally holding it. It's not a synthetic. They're holding the shares. So that gives you confidence. It gives me confidence that when it does go down, I could put more money into it. And yeah, I know we're gonna see this 20% dividend, and we're like, man, Mike, we got others that are paying 50, 60, 70%, whatever, right? And yeah, but with those, you have to reinvest the dividend. You have to, a certain percentage anyway, to keep your NAV price stable. When the markets start going up, I mean, not like they haven't been going up for 5 months in a row, but I'm just speaking in general terms here. When a market's going up, there's no need, absolutely no need. You can pull those dividends every month and live off of them. And at $20 a share, some of these others that are competing with this fund are like in a $50 range, right? So you can get 2 shares for the price of their 1. Easy, and still have a better percentage on dividends. Yeah, like I said, I started a position today. I'm in love with this fund right now, early on, and I can't wait to buy more of it. Now I'm kind of excited for some kind of correction or something, so I can get some more of this, so I can really buy these lower and actually dollar cost average appropriately, buy the dip with confidence that in time, this thing is undoubtedly, meaning the S&P undoubtedly, and SPY going to go back up. SPY is my favorite ETF out of all of them. So once I saw that they were holding SPY, I was in love. So many new funds coming out, so many twists and turns. This is an incredible time to be an investor. So SPYT, now, sir, you have a spot in my portfolio. If you like my content, gently press the like button. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.